In Mario Maker 2, there are three main items: a POW Block, a PSwitch, and an on-off switch. Let me set a story. The POW Block, PSwitch, and on-off switch tribes lived happily, separately too. They lived in isolation from each other, not aware of each other's communities. They thought that the world revolved around them. Until a thick red plumber named Mario and an amazing dude named Super Mario Maker Gaming, who you should definitely like and subscribe to, decided to have these three tribes meet each other. They decided to do so using something called item conversions. Item conversions are basically when one of these three inputs happen, and then another object happens as an output. I'll set an example. These are very useful for puzzle levels. Now here I have an on-off switch as an input and either a POW block or a PSwitch as the output. Now here I have a system of item conversion system where the on-off switch is an input and something else happens as an output. It can be a PSwitch getting triggered or a POW block getting triggered. Now this little system here makes it so that when you trigger an on-off block, a POW block gets triggered as well. These are very useful for puzzle levels, and if you want to switch it to a PSwitch, replace the shellmet with a PSwitch and replace the POW block and the sideways trampoline with the muncher. There we go. The input is the on-off block and the output is the PSwitch. These are very useful for puzzle levels. Let's get into one involving the PSwitch as an input now. If we trigger this little system here, makes it so that a POW block gets triggered as an output. Like I said, these are very useful for puzzle levels. And the same thing happens when we use an on-off block. The third system I decided to use is one where a POW block is an input. Now this one was a bit trickier to figure out than the others, but I made it work. For an on-off switch, you're going to want to put an on-off block and two bombs, because that will happen. Because if you put only one, it'll end up dying as a result of the POW block getting triggered. However, if you have two, that won't happen. Well, I guess it will happen, but there'll be a spare. Now, if you want to make it so the PSwitch is an output, all you have to do is replace the bombs and the on-off block with the simple PSwitch. There we go. Now, I'm going to go into detail about how these can be used in puzzle levels. Let's start here. To the left, we have these two systems that I showed earlier, and we'll see what happens. Bang! And now we have the system for when the PSwitch is an input. We can now collect the coins thanks to this system, which makes the item conversions possible. Last but certainly not least, we have the POW block. Now, item conversions, again, they can be used for puzzle levels. which actually come in very handy, or they're just really interesting to, see how they work.
Oh, pause. This is me, Super Omar Maker Gaming, while I'm editing the video, so, if I can get 2.5 likes on this video, then I have something special for you guys cooked up. Ridiculously complicated versions of item conversion. Who wouldn't want to see me get stressed over that kind of stuff?
Anyways, that is going to end the video. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye!